Hi, welcome to another video. So today is day 30 of my 30-day content challenge that I did in November. So I did a challenge that included writing one article for medium.com per day and also uploading one video here on YouTube. So it was 30 days, 30 articles, and 30 videos. So I did it. This is the final day of the challenge. And I feel a bittersweet feeling, but it might be a good sign. It's like I'm saying, wait, I might want to keep going. I genuinely like this. A part of me is super engaged in the process. And I went through all the feelings, the doubts, the will I have enough ideas. And now I feel like I became familiar with this writing habit and publishing on Medium and also posting here on YouTube. So these are some of my takeaways on day 30. I'll probably have more when days go by. But one of the takeaways is that I'm finding my own voice. Because even if I could ask ChatGPT to polish a bit of my grammar, because I know it's not perfect, I'm not native speaker, I actually speak Spanish, I still wanted to write the way I do it. I still want to write and speak as if I'm leaving a comment somewhere, just me and my imperfect, normal human voice. Because as AI advances, I feel like I'm appreciating human voice more and more. And I know I can get better with time, and the only way to do that is by writing or by just, creating more content. The other takeaway was that facing reality is not as bad as my brain makes it. All of these questions of what are people going to think? Would someone hate me for sharing my ideas? Would someone think I'm stupid? And I don't really know, but in this experience, writing and sharing was safe. I feel like the Medium platform itself feels like a safe space to share ideas with a more mature audience that's here, to connect and is willing to discuss things in a respectful way. And that's the kind of places I like. And I feel like I also feel safe on sharing ideas and content on YouTube. I really appreciate those two platforms. And that's why I started the content challenge. The other takeaway is this question of, did I find my niche? And I'm not sure about that one because I still love to talk about creativity and creative processes, manifestation, mindset, law of attraction, law of assumption. But I think I might have found a golden thread. And I think that's the relationship with ourselves, with our feelings and our power to create. I think that one touches my heart and is the one that will probably be relatable to a lot of other creators out there. So I'm going to take some days to reflect back on, the metrics, the statistics, and what was the content that resonated the most with the audience, and what was the content that I loved creating, so I can find that sweet spot or intersection and see what's the direction I'm going to give to these channels, these platforms. So another takeaway around metrics. Well, the challenge was about writing one article on Medium and posting one video on YouTube. So I only focused on creating the content and on my ability to be consistent. But I didn't focus so much on growing subscribers and views. Actually, here on YouTube, it's like I have 30 videos on 30 days and most of them have 0, 1, or 3 views. So, and again, I might have 8 subscribers on Medium, on YouTube. I love you all, and I'm really grateful for you. I'm honestly not obsessed with those numbers now, but more on putting the content out and getting feedback so I can see what to focus on next. I'm grateful for all the interactions I've had with other writers and creators. Thank you for your claps and subscriptions and your comments. And to be my first month, the growth is slow, but I can see the momentum building. I can see this thing that most content creators talk about, that it's the consistency part, that when you start being consistent, I think that there's a combination of psychology and energetics around that. It's like people start to trust in you because they see you posting the content, and they get to know you and they get to trust you. And I think that the energetic part is that's kind of more magnetic, because you're kind of holding that energy, holding that frequency, and that frequency attracts other people. And I created all of this in this month, and the content is going to be there for months and years. So people can still come to these videos in any point of time. So I think that's good. And my next steps, I feel like the momentum is inside of me. I will not be posting daily, but now I know that if I want, I can do it. So I'll decide what schedule to follow. And I'm glad I will have a bit more of time to focus on what content resonated most with people, and to get to know myself, to decide what's the content I love the most to create. I think, again, that's the intersection that I'm looking for, so I can keep being consistent and loving what I do while having a positive impact. I've seen many YouTubers and content creators that they have millions of followers, and they can also get burned out and maybe feel the pressure of creating certain type of content to make the audience happy. But I feel like if they disconnect from themselves and from their humanness and what they really love to talk about and they really love to do, that's a recipe for burnout, and I think it might be against sustainable consistency. So yes, I freaking did it. And it's just the beginning. It's like level 1 completed feeling. I really want to do more and create more and keep being in touch with my inner creative. So thanks for being there. And if you're thinking about doing a challenge for yourself, do it. It's worth it. You'll gain a lot of insightful feedback, and you're going to step into the identity of a writer or a content creator. And doing intensively like this helps you focus the energy and get things done without overcomplicating it or getting into perfectionism mode. You just start and you keep going. So I will take a bit of time to see what my content is going to be about, and I will keep creating at a more maybe slow pace, or I don't know. Maybe I feel like a lot of momentum and I will still doing it. But really, I think something that I feel like it's good about having done this challenge, it's like I went through maybe it was a threshold. It's that moment where you feel like, oh my God, why am I doing this? What's the point? What's the purpose? What's the reason? This is stupid. This is going nowhere. Like all of that, emotions and doubts and thoughts. And when you pass that threshold, you see that it's all worth it, that you're building momentum and that you're getting to know yourself more. And that doesn't have a price, because if you're creating any kind of business or content platform, you have to know yourself. You have to know what you love and how you like to serve and what are you really passionate about. That's kind of like one of your assets, your passion, what you love to do, what you love to talk about, what you love to share, what kind of topics you like to discuss with people. I think that's one of our assets. And no matter how many programs or mentorships or stuff we do, if we don't know ourselves, we don't have that valuable information that has the psychological and energetic part that it's going to it's going to make everything that we do more potent, more alive, more energetically, like I feel like this sparkling energy, something that you really, really love and that you can do consistently over time. Even though you might need sometimes to take a rest or take some days off, then you go back and you still love what you do, and it evolves with you. And I think that creating places and businesses that can evolve with us is one of the best ways to create. And that's one of the freedom and the chances that we have now, that we can build practically anything on the internet. So thank you so much for listening. Until next video, and remember that if you like this content, you can like, you can share, you can leave a comment, you can subscribe, you can ask for more type of content that you like. And remember to keep it simple, have fun, and stay inspired. Bye.